Hello folks, it's Nick here with another Zelda video. It's been a while since I've done one of these and I'm a little bit rusty, so I apologise for the long delay, but I'm coming right at you with a preview of the map for the Breath of the Wild. So my very first YouTube video was actually an in-depth analysis of all of the in-game maps for the main console games centered around Hyrule and how they correlate. Back then we didn't have a lot of information about Breath of the Wild, let alone a name or an in-depth map about the game, so this is just going to be a quick view of the map and what we've learned so far. And luckily we have this great piece of memorabilia that's coming along with the Master Edition of the game, which was shown off around the 13th of January. So taking a closer look at this map, the first thing you see is Central Hyrule with a Hylian field, and Hyrule Castle, which resembles the location that it was in Twilight Princess. Up in the northwest there is a new region which looks like it's called Hebra. I believe this is the icy region to the north that has the weird mountain with a hole through it, which you can see here. Eldin is self-explanatory, obviously it's appeared in many other games before, although it's slightly more north than Death Mountain was in Twilight Princess, unless we assume that Twilight Princess's map was slightly tilted like this. Behind Eldin in the top northeastern corner is a region called Altum. At least I think that's what it's called. This is where the intriguing Skull Lake is situated. And then further south we have another new area called Banayrm. Again, I think. The font is kind of hard to read because it switches between lower and uppercase. It could also possibly be Murvayum. And this is close to the area where we first see Link in the first teaser of Breath of the Wild, then called Zelda Wii U. Further south from here is yet another unheard region called Nekleon, or Neklior, which looks like it will share a large portion of the coastline. Southwest of here is a familiar realm named Faron. I'm sure you can guess what's there. These are the only areas that are named on the map, but all up there are 15 regions in Breath of the Wild's map, so it appears that this map is missing a few details. It could allude to the fact that these areas are probably more heavily populated, and the areas over to the west are more scarcely populated. What bothers me about this is that there is a lake that matches the shape of the lake from Twilight Princess, but it would place the Lanayru province right here next to the Great Plateau, and it places the Temple of Time on the wrong side of the lake when compared to Twilight Princess. Then there's the image on the back that they teased. I just want to talk about this quickly even though it's nothing really to do with the map. First off, it's strikingly similar to the sprites from the 8-bit original Zelda, but then there's this guy. Some sort of hero standing with the Guardians against Calamity Ganon. He kind of looks like he's got a beard, but lo and behold, I only just noticed this today, behind him is a golden-haired maiden, and looking at these two together, it looks kind of like the scene from the end of Ocarina of Time where Zelda and Link are facing off against Ganon. But I get the feeling that this isn't from that scene, because of the Guardians. Maybe perhaps this figure is some sort of relation to Link from Breath of the Wild, perhaps his father, and this golden-haired maiden is some ancestor of Zelda, even as close as being her mother, and they're using the blood of the hero and the power of the goddess that they both possess to try and subdue Ganon, however they fail. This would leave their destiny lying on the new Link and Zelda's shoulders, which would be a pretty interesting angle for the story, especially considering that Link can't remember anything about his past. Slowly realizing that his father gave his life in the battle against Ganon could be part of the pivotal moment that changes Link's mind from running around adventuring to actually focusing on the main story. Or at least the player's mind. Anyway, these are just some more mysteries that we need to unravel together, and we can start doing that on the 3rd of March. So if you haven't subscribed, do so already because I will be getting the Switch, I will be doing Let's Plays of the game, and you can watch them all here from the 3rd. And until then, I've got plenty of other content on my channel to keep you entertained, running a Let's Play at the moment of Jet Force Gemini, and a whole ton of other content that has nothing to do with Zelda, but I think you'll find entertaining anyway, so please check it out, drop a like, and drop a subscribe if this has interested you. Thanks, bye.